What am I going to do with all these
pieces of cardboard?
Wait till you see what I do with them.
It's time to craft. Hi besties, I have so much cardboard I've been saving. I have this one wooden tag I'm going to use kind of as a guide, and I'm going to trace it around on my cardboard and cut out a tag shaped piece. Once I do that, we can start crafting. We are going to make some adorable gift tags made out of cardboard. I'm going to use some classic caramel paint from Apple Barrel. I've got an old book that's been nicely used and my little cardboard tag cutout. I'm going to rip out a piece of a book page that has lots of words on it, and I'm going to draw a little kind of reindeer face. And I'm looking at a picture, that's where I'm getting the idea from. I don't usually draw freehand without looking at something, so if you don't feel like you can draw, just look at something while you're doing it, and that'll help you kind of know what to do. There's the little face. I'm going to take my eraser and get rid of any extra pencil marks I have on there. I'm going to paint both sides of the gift tag with that caramel color and just do 2 coats to make sure that it covers really well on the one side. I'm going to use my heat tool from Amazon to dry it. You can check out my Amazon store if you want and find some cool tools I use. And then I'm going to paint the back, but I'm not going to do it as solid. I want to see some of the paint strokes. I'm going to use some Mod Podge, and I'm going to put the little reindeer head right on there. I'm going to cover first with Mod Podge so it has something to stick to. Now that I have that on there, I'm going to take a black dot marker. I'm just going to draw some antlers. Nothing fancy. This is almost cartoon-like. I'm going to draw an outline around the entire face, and then I'm going to make some cute little eyes, and then I'm going to take a little fine tip red marker and I'm going to make a little nose. Of course it's red like Rudolph. And then I'll use my black marker again just to outline it and add a little more detail. Again, I'm looking at a picture. On the back, I'm just going to draw some lines. I want to leave some spaces where it can say to and from, and all around it I'm going to use my Mod Podge and some faux snow just to cover it and make it look kind of festive. It's a little messy, and I probably could have just splattered on some white, but I thought it was really cute. And then I outlined the little boxes where you're going to see the to and from, and I have some stamps that I use for that. I'm going to use my Crocodile tool. It's really good. My hands get really sore and I have arthritis. So I use that and it makes holes. It's got 2 different sizes and it goes through like nothing, no effort. I'm going to take some golden white baker's twine and make a hanger. And that is it. It's so cute. What do you think about this one? Let me know. For this gift tag, I have another piece of cardboard, some red paint, got the baker's twine again, and then I have a little pop top or soup can top and a piece of black felt. I'm going to paint the white side of the card all in red. I'm going to have to do a couple coats to cover really well. Then I've got this gorgeous striped scrapbook paper. I think it was from Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to trace the shape of the tag on there, cut it out. And I'm going to use some of this roller tape that I have from Amazon. I love this stuff for doing this. I'm just going to roll around the edges and then a little bit in the middle, and I'll be able to place that piece of scrapbook paper right on there very easily without any moisture at all. And then once I have it placed on there, I'll take my brayer, which I also got from Amazon, so that way it will make really good contact with the cardboard. And then I'll trim around the sides. I'm going to take my Crocodile again and make a little hole in the top. And then I'm going to cut a little like rectangular piece of the felt. I'm going to narrow it down a little bit to make a belt. We're making a little Santa jacket. I'm going to attach that with my Beacon Fabric Tack glue right on there, and then I will trim off the edges. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like so YouTube will share it with more people. Thanks. I'm going to add the twine at the top and knot it off. Then I'm going to take my little pop top and I'm going to hot glue that right on, and that'll become the buckle of the belt. And then I'm going to take a teeny tiny little piece of the black felt, put it over the top so it looks like it was threaded through the belt itself. I just hot glued that piece on. It was really easy and quick. Isn't that cute? Now I'm going to take a mop head from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to pull out one strand and I'm going to hot glue it to the very bottom so it looks like that's his little fur on the bottom, and I'll trim off the edges. I've got 3 buttons that I wanted for the right sizes, but they weren't all the right color, so I painted them all black. And then I'm just going to hot glue them right on to the front of his jacket. And literally, that's it. This one is so cute. I love it. Imagine how fun this would be to make with your grandkids or your kids. And so inexpensive, too. You'll have to let me know what you think of this one, and is this something you might want to make, too? I love crafting with book pages, so we're going to take another one. I'm going to paint this tag with that caramel paint again, just on the one side. And then on the white side, we're going to use some scrapbook paper, and this is just music notes. And I also got this at Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to trace out the size. And I'm going to repeat the same process of using the tape roller, attaching this to the very back, and then using my brayer to make sure it's nice and secure to the surface. I've got a question for you. Would you like to see more book page crafts? I love to make them, so let me know down in the comments. See how easy that is? No mess at all. I will trim off the edges. And then I'll grab my crocodile and make another hole to hang the twine. I'm going to draw a little angel shape. Now again, I'm looking at a picture, and I ended up making it a little too big, so then I made some other lines and kind of brought it down in size so that it would fit over the tag. I'm going to cut that out. You see my adjustments there. And now it fits perfectly. And then I'll take an eraser and get rid of any extra pencil marks that might show through. Now, you have to be really careful with book pages. They're very fragile, and I wanted to rough up the edges, so I tried to hold it very carefully and do a very light sanding around the edges. And I accidentally pulled off a wing, but it was no problem. I used my Mod Podge to attach it to the gift tag, and I was able to put it right back, so no harm. The angel is doing just fine. And since I kind of distressed the edges, that just looked perfect anyway. So cute. And then I made a little halo. I just kind of cut it out of the same book page, just out of little scrap pieces. If you enjoy crafting on a budget, doing easy DIYs, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell so you will know every time I post a new video. Now I'm going to cover the whole thing with Mod Podge to make sure that it is nice and sealed. I'm adding the twine, as I did before. I'm going to stamp the words to and from on the back, and that's all there is to it. It's done. Isn't that so adorable? Let me know what you think. I thought my camera was on when I first got this one going, and it wasn't. So unfortunately, I have to describe to you what I did. I literally looked at a picture and just drew some tree branches so it looked like a tree. And once I have that on there, I just used a very fine tip marker to do that. And then I'm going to take a red marker and I'm going to draw a little cardinal in the tree. And I kind of got in close here so that you can see. It's literally just a little oval and a circle on top with a little nose and then a little kind of wing shape on the bottom. It's not even a rectangle really, a little wide at the bottom. And then I just filled it in, and then I made him a little wider around the sides because I thought he was too skinny. And I just think it's so sweet and cute. It's not perfect, it's just a shape, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Then I took that brown and I made a little eyeball for him. And now I got the scrapbook paper with little Christmas trees on snow, and I'm going to trace that on the tag. And I'm going to attach that to the other side of the tag just like I have before with the tape roller, the brayer, and then I'll trim the edges again. If you are on social media, come and find me. I would love to see you there. And if you ever make anything that I inspire you to create, please send me a picture. I'm going to use my crocodile again to make a hole in the top of the tag. And then I'm going to take this scrapbook paper, it just says Merry Christmas in cursive all over it, and I'm going to cut out a little rectangular piece, and then I'm going to rip the top of it so it just kind of looks like a ripped edge going across. And then I'm going to attach that with that roller, that tape roller to the very bottom. I just think it's so cute there. It's hard to do the smaller pieces because they stick to everything, but I've got it on there, and then I'm just going to trim the edges. Now, I smeared the marker. I didn't realize I was going to do that, so I just put a little white paint all around, make it kind of look like snow was in the air, and then I could touch that up. I love this one so much, it might be my favorite. Let me know what you think. You know I love red trucks, and so does my husband. So I've got this scrapbook paper that has a bunch of red trucks, and I'm going to put my tag over one of them so I can cut it out so you can see the truck. And that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to erase my pencil marks. And then I'm going to put my tape roller all over the tag and attach that one to the one side. Now, listen, I couldn't just leave well enough alone, so I got my mop head out again, and I started like shredding little pieces and hot gluing them to where the snow is on the truck in the picture. Now, at first it looks really weird because you can see the little strands, and then I start like ripping it up kind of and fluffing it, and then it started kind of looking like snow. So in the end, I liked it, but at first I was like, what are you doing? Do you ever do that where you start something and then you realize, you know what, this isn't going where I wanted it to, and so then you figure out a way to fix it. Anyway, that's the thing. It's just crafting. We all do it. We make mistakes. We don't always know which direction we're going in, and then we figure it out, and that's the fun of creating, and I love that. And I just want to encourage each of you to create something whenever you feel like it. Just, it doesn't matter how it comes out. It's just the act of creation that is so cool. We were created to create. And I'm just going to finish this up with some more of the mop head and fluff it out. And literally, it's like I'm just ripping it, almost like ripping the little pieces or pulling them apart. It's just like a very fine, like cotton. I guess that's what I would call it. I'm going to take my crocodile and make a hole right in the top again. See, there you go. You can see it now. It does look better, like drifting snow kind of. And then I'm going to do the to and the from on the back. And I'm going to cut out a little snowman and some presents. I'm going to fussy cut all around them. And then I'm going to use my Mod Podge and attach them. Now, the ink I was using for the stamps, there must be something about it doesn't dry very fast. And so I smeared it again, and I ended up just taking a wet cloth, and it comes right off. And then I just wrote to and from in kind of like typewriter font writing the best I could. And you know, sometimes that's just, you have to make adjustments. I'm going to put some more of that mop head. I'm going to take the strand and break it into one strand. It comes 3, and I'm just going to hot glue that all the way around the edges. And then I'm going to thicken it up so that you don't see the cardboard. And it did end up coming out really cute. You'll have to tell me what you think about this one. Here's a look at all of the fronts of them. Aren't they adorable? And then I'm going to turn them over and show you all of the backs. These were so fun to make. I hope you decide to try them. Thank you so much for watching. You are a blessing to me. I've got another video on the screen. If you like this one, I know you'll like the next one. Go ahead and click on it, and if you do, I will see you there. Bye.